Hello everyone, my name is Emily Price and I'm a tutor at New River Community College. Today we're going to be talking about the present progressive tense in Spanish. Let's first talk about what even is the present progressive tense. So the present progressive is going to be used when there is an action currently in progress. So in English, this looks like whenever you have a subject, then you have a form of to be, and then you have a verb ending in ing. So for example, we have I am eating, you are coming, we are waiting. So in English, you can have I, you, he, she, we, they, and then you have I am or is in English. Then you have a verb that ends in ing. So in this case, we have eating, coming, waiting. Okay, pretty simple. So now let's look at this in Spanish. So there's going to be two parts in Spanish. We're going to have the form of estar, which in Spanish means to be. And it's important that we're going to be using estar and not ser, because estar is used for temporary and conditional things, whereas ser is used for more permanent conditions. So for the present progressive, we will always be using estar. So let's just review what are the forms of estar in the present tense. We have yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, usted está, nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, ellos, ellas, ustedes están. All right, so let's go over how to form a present participle in Spanish. If you're dealing with an AR verb, you're going to drop the AR and add ando. If you're dealing with an ER or an IR verb, drop the IR or ER and add yendo. Okay, so let's see how this looks. We have I am eating a sandwich. The form of estar that goes with I is estoy. The verb that is to eat is comer. We're going to drop the ER and add yendo. That becomes comiendo. Yo estoy comiendo un sándwich. Okay, let's look at the next one. You are coming to my house now. The form of estar that goes with to is estás. The verb that means coming or to come in Spanish is venir. Drop the IR and add yendo. Tú estás viniendo a mi casa ahora. All right, let's try the next one. We are waiting for the doctor. The form of estar that goes with nosotros is estamos. The verb that means to wait is esperar. We're going to drop the AR and add ando, and that will become esperando. Nosotros estamos esperando al médico. Alrighty. So with anything in Spanish, there are some irregulars. So let's go over those. If you're dealing with an IR verb that has a stem change in the present tense, then it's going to have an irregular present participle as well. So for example, here are just a few I have listed. We have decir, dormir, venir, servir, pedir. Okay, and notice that we did use this one earlier, viniendo. So you may need to write those down and keep those in mind whenever you're doing your Spanish work. Other irregulars to write down are ir and poder, which are yendo and pudiendo. Alrighty, so take note of those. Additionally, if the stem of an ER or an IR verb ends in a vowel, we're going to change yendo to yendo. Okay, por ejemplo, oír, which means to hear, is going to come oyendo. Okay, creer, which means to believe, is going to become creyendo. traer, which means to bring, is going to become trayendo. Alrighty, so watch out for those whenever you are doing your Spanish. All right, so let's do some practice. And I'm going to give you guys the verb on these, so they should be fairly easy. Now, whenever you're reading these, it might help if you translate them into English and then think about what verbs to use, okay? So we have ella blank a música. She is listening to music. Okay? So what's the form of estar that goes with ella? That's está. Okay? How are we going to make escuchar into a present participle? We're going to drop the AR and add ando. That's going to become escuchando. So if we put it all together, that's going to become ella está escuchando a música. Alrighty. Next one. Are Pedro and Juan playing football? Okay. Pedro y Juan, the form of estar that goes with that is están. Jugar, drop the AR, add ando, jugando. Alrighty, so that's going to become Pedro y Juan están jugando al fútbol. Alrighty. Next. We are sleeping in our beds. Okay. Nosotros is going to be estamos. Okay. Dormir is going to become durmiendo. Because remember that one's a stem changing one. You got to watch out for that one. Nosotros estamos durmiendo en nuestras camas. Alrighty, let's do a few more. You are always watching television. You are always watching television. Usted, the form of estar that goes with usted, is está. Ver, drop the ER, add iendo. Viendo. Usted siempre está viendo televisión. Ready, next one. My friends are thinking about buying some shirts. Mis amigos. The form of estar that goes with that is están. Pensar, drop the AR, add ando, pensando. Mis amigos están pensando comprar unas camisas. Alrighty, last one. You all are reading that book. Ustedes uses the form of estar that is están. Leer is going to be leyendo. Remember, the stem here is a vowel, so we need to change yendo to yendo. So leer will be leyendo. Ustedes están leyendo ese libro. Alrighty, hopefully that was good practice for you guys. Thanks for watching, and if you would like to request me as a tutor, feel free, and my email is eprice@nr.edu.